Hello, and good evening. My name is LadyLoriAnn Butler, and I'm 47 years old. I was born and raised in West Virginia, Greenboro County, West Virginia, and been participating in the local performing arts since childhood. And still to this day, I still do perform in the local performing arts in one form or another, but more to the point, it's online. I don't get out that often. I keep to myself. I happen to be someone that has a great love for nature, for animals, for music, art, and literature, and also for entertainment. I've always loved watching television. I am a movie buff, and I am a fan of pop culture. I'm a writer. I've done things such as acting, modeling, singing, dancing, but only amateur. I do have 2 books of mine that have been published in the past. It was formerly known as PublishAmerica.com, then it changed its name to AmericaStarBooks.com, but unfortunately, I can't remember the year it was when AmericaStarBooks.com apparently went out of business. But I have 2 books that have been out there since 2010, which was my first book of poetry, Unusual Beauty, and it also included some photographs of mine that I had taken. I also enjoy photography as a hobby, which led to my next book that was published by AmericaStarBooks.com in the summer of 2015. And my book of photography was called Enchantment Through Darkness and Light. And I feel very proud of them. And although they did not lead to anything other than those were 2 of my biggest accomplishments, and I'm very proud. I've also got quite a few social networks as well as a website, as well as the fact that I have a love for animals, cats especially, great and small, and for wolves I have such a great fascination and respect. I wait endlessly each winter for winter to end, for us to be released from winter's endless slumber, for spring to return. Especially I love the dandelions. Once I see the yellow of the dandelions against the green grass, it is such a beautiful combination. I know that it's spring, and soon summer will follow. But they don't last long enough, unfortunately. It's very sad. And I happen to have a great love for beauty, nature, entertainment, books, and art. I love art that happens to be of the Renaissance, Botticelli, Pre-Raphaelite, Thomas Kincaid. I've created some artwork myself, and happen to enjoy a lot of things such as mythology, particularly Greek mythology. And I love to go for long walks during the summer. Sometimes in the cold months, that is if the weather's agreeable, but most of the time I find myself staying in. And I love thunderstorms. I guess you could say in a way do like things that are gothic. I like to think of myself as somewhere between the Addams Family and the Munsters. And I do enjoy such things such as knowing that I enjoy watching television, and I am a movie buff, and I am a fan of pop culture. I guess you could say in a way I am possibly an historian. There are a lot of things that I know of that I have paid particular attention to. Royalty, history, pageantry. There are certain people, places, and time eras that I am drawn to. And I believe in things that exist that are not of this world. The things that are of the unexplained, mysteries, unsolved mysteries, history's mysteries, things that go bump in the night. I think I am a child of nature. More and more, I love being outside. That is, if I can endure it, because over the past 2 summers it's been very hot and very humid. But I love to see everything come to life again. When it's spring and then summer, everything is alive and born anew. And I wish more than anything it would last longer. It's as if spiritually, emotionally, I'm trying to hold on to the beautiful winter, well, not winter, but the beautiful summer foliage. I've taken photographs. That is one of my hobbies. I do enjoy photography as a hobby, as I've mentioned already. And I have taken clouds and pictures of clouds in the sky and nature, the spring, summer, and fall foliage. I have taken a few photographs during the winter, but not that many. And I do know that there are many things out there that I enjoy, but I guess you could say mostly I take pleasure in the simple things. It's not as if I ever intended to set the world on fire, but I have had many hopes and dreams, and I don't know if many of them will come into fruition. One of my newer dreams would be to have my own network. As I've already pointed out, I have always loved watching television. A movie buff and a fan of pop culture, and I've noticed over the years how much television has changed. Unfortunately, television is not what it used to be. I wish more than anything TV could go back to the way it was. On YouTube.com, you will probably find many different movies and TV shows, episodes of TV shows and documentaries that would be wonderful to watch on television. Movies that were made in the classics in the 1930s, 1940s, such as starring Bela Lugosi, Boris Karloff, and then moving into the 60s and 70s, such as the Hammer films, starring Christopher Lee and Peter Cushing, and some movies out there, probably directed by Roger Corman, starring Vincent Price. And of course, there was classic movies also in the 1930s and 40s, directed by none other than Val Lewton. And fashions that are in some of these old classic movies that you would find on the opening credits would be like gowns by Renee or Andre or Andrea, or even possibly Vera West, if I'm not mistaken. There's also some great movies, whether they were made for the big screen or the small screen, that would be of the mystery, suspense, horror genre, such as, Howling in the Woods, starring Larry Hagman and Barbara Eden, and possibly even When Michael Calls, starring a very young Michael Douglas. There are some movies that you would have to pay rent or you could buy on YouTube, but for most part, you can watch a lot of things on YouTube for free. So it'd be wonderful to have a network of my own where I could have the TV shows and the movies and documentaries that I would love more than anything to have on. Also love music. I happen to very, very much love art, music, and literature. Some of the writing greats as Jane Austen, Edgar Allan Poe, Mary Shelley, the Bronte sisters. Sometimes I think I could very well be related to, perhaps a reincarnation of one of the Bronte sisters. and movie makers such as Dario Argento, the Italian Alfred Hitchcock, Mario Bava, Lucio Fulci, and obviously very famous B movie maker Bob Clark. And of course there are many others. But I have been a part of a couple of podcasts, and I want to do so much more. And I wish more than anything that we could be released from this heresy. Right now, all of us are under a terrible strain. It's like living under a deep, dark, black, heavy black veil. That's called the coronavirus, and it's sucking the very life force out of us. And I wish more than anything for all of us to be released, because I want things to go back to normal for all of us. It's one of the many things that's hurting us, and it's hurting me. And we are losing a lot of people, and it's very sad, and it's heartbreaking. I don't know what's in store for us. I hope and pray that things will change for the better, that things will improve. And it's like I've been waiting all my life. I've just been endlessly waiting for things to change and for my life to come together full circle. We all want, and we want, and we want, and we need, and we need, and we need. And this is how we're made. I don't think any human being is ever really satisfied. So I know that I want more than anything and hope that to be released from the coronavirus, for things to go back to normal. If not all, at least some of my hopes and dreams to come true. More than anything, also, I would love to get out and do some traveling, to go to the places in this world that has to do with my heritage. England and Ireland. And there are other places in this world. Even here in America I'd like to travel to, and I don't even know if that will happen. But there are certain time eras, such as during the times of Greek mythology, and medieval period, and Renaissance, and Elizabethan period, Tudor dynasty, and even the Victorian era, and also during the 1930s and 1940s, maybe even during the 1920s, which was known as the gay 90s, things like that. It was like Art Deco. I've seen movies, and even the great Agatha Christie movies that she wrote during the time that she lived. And I've seen them made for the big screen or for the small screen, and they had such great style. When I hear music or I see a movie or anything such as that, I feel drawn to it. It's like I just want to go. I just want to go jump through the screen and be one of those characters and live that life. And it's such a feeling. I can't explain it. Listening to music such as by Blackmore's Night, and Evanescence, Within Temptation, Nightwish, music that I have a tape of called Flute Fantasies that must have been music from the 1600s. It's so wonderful. And I like dulcimers, things of that nature, especially harpsichord. It would be so nice to be able to get out and go and travel and live a whole new way of life. I wish more than anything that could happen. Everyone in life deserves a chance. I really am praying that for us, for all of us, our world, that we still have hope, that we still have time. And books, music, literature, poetry, reading, movies, even just putting on the MP3 player, tuning out the world, listening to my music so I can visualize and fantasize. It's so many wonderful images, so spectacular and amazing that comes to my mind. I wish more than anything, any of it could come true. I do struggle with some emotional problems, and I do have a lot of sensitivities. It's one of my many crosses to bear. And my brother and I, we have our home together. We have our beautiful cat, a beautiful black velvety queen. Her name is Sunny, and she is a part of our family. We love her very much. We love her dearly. And I guess you could say I started writing since grade school, but I never really took it seriously until I entered my first poetry contest when I was 16. And I write poetry. I write song lyrics. I have written short stories. I have written also mottos and philosophical statements, and I have wrote about subjects of interest that I have an affinity for. And a few times in the past, I have written a rough draft of what I wanted to be a book, a novel. And it was just in rough draft, whether it was my own handwriting or it was on Microsoft Word. Unfortunately, however, I only could write just so much, and then I could not go on any further. So I don't know if I would ever be able to finish writing a book, per se, which would be fiction. But I have wrote 2 books, as in poetry and photography, which I am very proud of. And there was so much more that I would want to do. There's just so many ideas, and I get so overwhelmed, and I don't know where to start first. But I just wanted to get this much out there to convey to you that my name is LadyLoriAnn Butler, and online I am known as Lady Adora, or L.A. Butler, or LadyLoriAnn, Wandering Lily on YouTube, and I don't know what else I've got going on. I do have a list, and I have to go over that. So, and there's probably more that I would like to add. Keep going on, and I don't really know when to cut this off. I do apologize. I have not made a video like this in probably since 2009, maybe 2010. Probably last time I did that was in 2010, perhaps. I suppose. But, for the most part, I hope that everyone out there is alright. Be happy, safe, and well. Keep warm, and be careful. I really am hoping for all of us. This is a new year, 2021, January 2021. And all I can say is it's great to see you all, to meet all of you. It is a pleasure. Take care. And let's all pray and hope for the best. Things will improve, greatly improve. We need change because it's time for evolution. Take care, everybody. Keep warm. Wherever you are in the world, have a good day or a good night. And if I can do this again, hopefully, maybe I'll be able to add another video. So until then, I look forward to another time, another chance, another vlog. I guess this is what this would be called. So, I'm signing off for now. This is LadyLoriAnn Butler. This is actually, what is today's date? I can't even keep up with the dates. Sometimes I get so confused. There's so much to think about and there's so much to worry about. What is today's date? I do believe today is the 16th. January the 16th, 2021, Saturday evening. So, I can't wait for us to do this again. So until next time, talk to you later. Thank you very much, and good night.